She did something I still can't believe. I messaged her boyfriend, not to flirt, not to steal him, but to plan a surprise for her. And what did she do? She threw my phone into a pool and made me look like a traitor in front of everyone. But let me back up. My name's Olivia, I'm 17, and I'm the kind of person who loves planning little surprises for people I care about. I've always believed in birthdays being special, not because of the gifts or the parties, but because they're a chance to remind someone how much they're loved, especially when that someone is your best friend. Her name's Madison. We met in middle school and have been practically inseparable ever since. I'm talking late-night FaceTime calls, inside jokes, and playlists we made for each other. She's loud, bold, and sometimes a little dramatic, but I love that about her. She made life exciting. When she started dating Liam last fall, I was genuinely happy for her. He seemed like a good guy, quiet, artsy, respectful. They balanced each other out. I never once looked at him and thought, I want what she has. Because I didn't. He was hers. Madison's birthday was coming up, and I had this simple idea. Let's surprise her. A cute little get-together, her favorite cake, and maybe a playlist of songs that meant something to her. I reached out to a few friends to brainstorm, and then I thought, Liam, you should be in on it. He knows her better than anyone. So I sent him a message on Instagram. I still remember exactly what I wrote. Hey, I'm planning something small for Madison's birthday. Just a surprise thing with a few of us. Let me know if you're in. He replied pretty fast. That sounds awesome. I was actually thinking of doing something too. Want to team up? It was perfect. We messaged back and forth over the next couple of days. Nothing weird, just ideas. Like what kind of cake she liked, red velvet, what gift he was thinking of getting her a charm bracelet, and how we could get her to show up without ruining the surprise. I even said, make sure you write a card. She loves cheesy, emotional stuff. It'll mean more than the gift. This was all for her. I wasn't flirting. I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I was being a friend. Then came the night of the party. It was at her cousin Brianna's house. Brianna helped decorate and made cupcakes, which Madison loved. I got there early to help set up. Liam arrived a bit later with a gift bag and looked kind of nervous. I assumed he just wasn't great at surprises. Everything was going smoothly. People started showing up. Music was playing. Lights were twinkling. It felt perfect. Then, Madison walked in. We all yelled, surprise. At first, she looked stunned, in a good way. She smiled, laughed, hugged her cousin, then Liam. And then, she saw me. I swear her face changed in an instant. Her smile dropped like someone flipped a switch. Her eyebrows furrowed, and she looked right at me like I just kicked her puppy or something. I stepped forward with a big smile and said, Happy birthday, Mads. She didn't say a word, just crossed her arms. I laughed nervously and went in for a hug, and she stepped back, loudly, in front of everyone. Then she said, Why were you texting my boyfriend? The music stopped. People went silent. All eyes on me. I froze. I stuttered. What? We were planning this for you. She shook her head, furious. Don't play dumb. I saw the messages. Don't act innocent now. Before I could explain, she snatched the phone out of my hand. I was stunned. I didn't even try to stop her. She stormed outside and threw my phone into the backyard pool. Splash. It sank to the bottom in seconds. I stood there in shock, mouth open, heart pounding in my ears. I looked around. Everyone looked just as confused as I was. A few people gasped. Someone whispered, What just happened? Liam rushed over to her, yelling, Madison, what are you doing? She was helping me, but she didn't listen. She just turned and stormed back inside, slamming the door behind her. I couldn't move. My body felt frozen. I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream. I wanted to disappear. Instead, I picked up my soaked phone, now completely useless, and quietly left the party. Not a single person stopped me. No one said a word. I walked home in the dark, phone dripping in my hand, heart shattered. I couldn't believe it. I did everything right. And still, somehow, I was the villain. But that wasn't the worst part. Because later that night, she found out the truth. And she was the one who started crying. I didn't sleep that night. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, the sound of that splash playing over and over in my mind. The way her eyes burned into me. The judgment in everyone's faces. How my phone, and basically my entire life, sunk to the bottom of a stranger's pool, and no one even said a word. I kept thinking, what did I do wrong? All I did was try to surprise her. I didn't flirt with her boyfriend. I didn't betray her trust. I didn't do anything to deserve that level of public humiliation. But maybe that's what hurt the most, the fact that she didn't even ask. Didn't give me 5 seconds to explain. She just reacted. Loud, violent, final. The next morning, I woke up to 42 missed messages. Group chats, DMs, people asking, "Are you okay? Why did she do that? Did you really message Liam behind her back?" My stomach dropped. I hadn't even thought about how fast things would spread. This wasn't just a moment anymore. This was a story, one that people were already telling without me. And of course, Madison had posted on her Instagram story a blurry photo of the pool, captioned, "When fake friends get what they deserve, nail polish." And underneath, a poll. Would you forgive her? Red square no. Green square maybe. Thousands voted. And yeah, most of them picked no. I couldn't believe it. She wasn't just mad. She was making a spectacle out of it, turning my humiliation into entertainment. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't respond. My phone was dead, drowned, and probably unsalvageable. I couldn't even log into my socials. And even if I could, would anyone even believe me? All I had were my memories and one tiny piece of hope. Liam. The last thing I remembered before walking out of that party was him yelling at her, telling her I was helping him, that this was for her. So when I finally got access to my backup phone later that day, the first thing I did was message him. My hands were shaking. Me, hey, I'm sorry about last night. I had no idea she'd react like that. Liam, it wasn't your fault. At all. Me, did you talk to her? Liam, I tried. She won't listen to me either. Me, did she really think I was trying to steal you? Liam, she saw the messages, but only the ones where we were talking a lot. She didn't scroll up to the first part. She said it looked shady. Me, that's literally insane. It was about her birthday. Liam, I know. I told her that. She's just, I don't know, insecure. Me, she humiliated me in front of everyone. And now she's acting like I'm the bad guy. Liam, I'm so sorry, Olivia. You didn't deserve that. I don't know what's going on with her. I threw my phone on the bed and screamed into my pillow. This was unreal. I had proof of my innocence. He literally confirmed everything. And yet, the story already spreading online made me out to be the villain. I opened TikTok and my heart dropped. There were videos, clips from the party. Someone had filmed the moment she screamed at me. Another person posted a slow mo of her tossing my phone into the water with dramatic music and a caption. When girls pretend to be your friend just to get your man, loudly crying face, mobile phone, broken heart. Hundreds of comments, thousands of likes, people picking sides, and most of them were on hers. Why? Because she was louder, faster, sharper. She told the story first, and I hadn't told mine at all. Later that night, I heard a knock at the door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I looked through the peephole and froze. It was her, Madison. Her hair was messy. No makeup. Hoodie too big for her frame. She looked nothing like the girl from her Instagram stories. I opened the door slowly. Said nothing. She didn't either. Just stood there, eyes red and glassy, like she'd been crying for hours. Then finally, "Can I come in?" I stepped aside. She walked in and just stood in the hallway. I saw the full messages, she whispered. On Liam's phone. He showed me everything. I didn't say a word. I wanted her to feel the silence. You weren't trying to steal him, she said. You were just trying to help. I nodded. She took a shaky breath. I messed up. That's when the tears started. And she sank onto the floor, sobbing, right there in my hallway. And for a second, I almost felt bad. Almost. But then I remembered the phone, the party, the poll, the TikToks, the lies. So I sat across from her and said nothing. Because forgiveness? Yeah, that wasn't going to come easy. She said she was sorry. She cried. She begged me to forgive her. And for a second, I thought, maybe this can pass. Maybe I don't have to lose my best friend over this. But 2 days later, she did something worse than throwing my phone in a pool. She posted about me online. No, she didn't say my name, but everyone knew. The post was a mirror selfie with one of those long, dramatic captions, like she was going through some kind of breakup. It read, It hurts the most when someone close betrays you. Not everyone who smiles at you is a friend. Some people want what you have. Even your boyfriend. I stared at the screen. I actually blinked a few times, hoping I was imagining it. But no, it was real. She had actually made a public post implying that I tried to steal her boyfriend. The comments were even worse. I've had no girls like that. She was always jealous of you, don't lie. I saw her texting him at the party. Weird energy. She's fake AF. They didn't know the truth. They didn't know I was trying to surprise her. That was her birthday I was planning for. That I was never interested in Liam. I messaged her. One line. Are you serious right now? She left me on read. That was it. I snapped. For days, I tried to stay quiet. I told myself it would pass. That I didn't want to start drama. But now, she had publicly shamed me. Made me look like a backstabbing boyfriend stealer. I couldn't let that slide. So, I did something I'd never done before. I posted a video. No makeup. No filter. No background music. Just me, sitting on my bed, looking straight at the camera. Hi. I wasn't going to talk about this. But since someone decided to tell a twisted version of the story, here's the truth. I messaged Madison's boyfriend to plan a birthday surprise for her. That's all. I never flirted with him. Never said anything weird. I was just trying to be a good friend. She found my texts, didn't even ask me about them, and threw my phone into a pool in front of everyone. Then she cried, said sorry, bought me a new phone. But now she's online acting like I betrayed her? Nah, I'm done protecting people who try to ruin me. I posted the video and put my phone down. 30 minutes later, it had over 3,000 views. By the end of the day, it was everywhere. My DMs were full of support. Girls I barely talked to messaged me saying, I always knew she was fake. Others sent me screenshots of Madison's old stories, pointing out the toxic stuff she'd done before. Not just to me. Apparently, I wasn't the only one she'd accused of trying to steal her man. And the best part? Madison deleted her post. Then she turned her account private. Then she turned off comments. She didn't respond to me. Not once. Didn't text. Didn't apologize again. Nothing. At school, things were weird. People were whispering more than usual. Some gave me sad smiles. Some nodded like, I got you. And Madison? She walked in with sunglasses on, inside, like she was trying to hide. She sat alone at lunch. Then, something unexpected happened. Liam, her ex-boyfriend, came up to me in the cafeteria. He just looked at me and said, Hey, just so you know, she's telling people you ruined her life. But most of us know the truth now. I didn't know what to say, so I just smiled. Not a happy smile, more like a tired one. Because honestly, I wasn't proud. I wasn't gloating. I just felt drained. Later that day, I walked into the girls' bathroom and heard two people talking in one of the stalls. One girl said, Did you see Olivia's video? The other replied, Yeah. I used to feel bad for Madison, but now I think she's just insecure and jealous. I didn't say anything, just stood quietly until they left. That moment told me everything I needed to know. The truth was out. People were starting to see the real story. Not because I screamed, not because I tried to cancel anyone, but because I finally stood up for myself. And now the silence from Madison is louder than any apology she could ever give. But don't worry, this isn't the end. Because what happened a week later changed everything. She came back with one more move. And this time, she crossed the line completely. I thought she was finally done. After everything, the ruined party, the phone in the pool, the crying, the lies, the Instagram post, I thought she would just disappear. I'd already posted my side of the story. People believed me. Her followers turned on her. She was humiliated, and honestly, I didn't feel bad anymore. Because I had been quiet long enough. But I was wrong. So wrong. Because exactly 1 week after everything exploded online, she showed up at my house. Uninvited, unannounced, and completely unhinged. It was a Saturday morning. I was sitting on the couch in my pajamas, eating cereal and watching random YouTube videos. Literally just trying to have a normal day for once. And then the doorbell rang. My mom opened the door. I heard her say, Can I help you? Then a pause. Then my mom called upstairs. Olivia, it's Madison. I froze. I almost dropped my bowl. I thought she was kidding. Why would Madison be in my house? What did she possibly want? But when I walked down the stairs, there she was. standing on my front porch like she belonged there. Like she hadn't tried to ruin my entire life less than 2 weeks ago. She was wearing leggings and a hoodie, no makeup, eyes red, like she hadn't slept in days. And before I could even say anything, she started talking. "I need to talk to you," she said quietly. "Please. I'm serious. Just give me 5 minutes." My mom looked at me like, "Do you want me to slam the door in her face, or—" But something in me said, "Fine, let's hear this." So I stepped outside, closed the door behind me, and crossed my arms. She looked me in the eyes and said, "I know I messed up. I messed up so bad. But I had a panic attack yesterday, and I can't sleep, and everyone hates me now, and I don't know who I am anymore without you." I didn't say anything. She kept going. "You don't understand. People at school, they're not just ignoring me. They're laughing. They're spreading rumors. Liam won't even look at me. I walk into a room, and everyone goes quiet." Her voice cracked. She was crying again. And at first, part of me felt bad, because I knew what that felt like, being the center of attention for all the wrong reasons. But then she said this. "I feel like you wanted this to happen." That one sentence. That one sentence. My entire body tensed. "What?" I said slowly. "You think I wanted this? You think I wanted to have my name dragged through the dirt? You think I wanted to be publicly humiliated because my best friend assumed I was trying to steal her boyfriend?" She shook her head quickly. "No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, you posted that video because you lied about me publicly." I snapped. "You made a post and let everyone believe I was some backstabbing boyfriend stealer. You let it happen. And when I stayed quiet, you took it further." "I didn't know what to do," she shouted back. I was spiraling. "You don't get it. I saw your text with Liam, and my brain I freaked out." "Okay." I laughed. But it wasn't a happy laugh. It was the kind of laugh you let out when you've hit your limit. "You know what's actually insane?" I said. "You didn't just throw my phone in a pool. You didn't just accuse me. You broadcasted it. And now you're here, playing the victim, again, because people finally saw who you really are." And that's when it happened. She stepped forward, eyes full of rage, and said, "If you don't take that video down, I'll make sure people see who you really are." I blinked. "I'm sorry, is that a threat?" She didn't answer. She just stood there, shaking. And then she said something that honestly still creeps me out. "You think this is over? You think you won? It's not over. Not even close." And then she turned around and walked away. I went inside and locked the door. My mom asked what happened. I told her, word for word. And she was furious. She told me if Madison ever came back, she'd call the cops. She even offered to contact the school, but I told her not to. Not yet. I wanted to see if Madison would actually do anything, or if it was just drama. But I should have known better, because Madison never makes empty threats. That night, something strange happened. My phone started blowing up again. Not with hate, with screenshots. One of Madison's friends, probably someone who'd finally had enough of her, sent me a screen recording of Madison's Finsta, her secret Instagram account, where she posted for close friends only. And what I saw made my stomach turn. She had posted a blurry photo of me at school, taken without my knowledge, with a caption that said, "Fake bitches love attention. Just wait. I've got receipts." Then underneath that, a poll. Should I expose her? Yes, absolutely. I couldn't believe it. After everything, the apologies, the tears, the breakdown on my front porch, she was still trying to paint me as the villain, still holding on to this delusion that I was the problem. But here's what she didn't realize. I had been collecting my receipts too. This was it. I was done being scared, done being silent, done watching her twist the truth, post cryptic threats, and hide behind fake tears. I had spent weeks being called names, doubted by people I thought were my friends, and questioned by strangers on the internet. All because I had tried to do something nice. So when I saw the screenshot from her Finsta, that blurry photo of me with the poll, saying, should I expose her? Something inside me flipped. I wasn't going to let her write the ending to my story. I was going to do it myself. That night, I opened my notes app. I wrote everything, from beginning to end. Every detail, every message, every moment I'd stayed quiet out of respect. Then I made one final video. I wasn't crying. I wasn't angry. I was calm. Dead calm. And I looked straight into the camera and said this. Hi again. I didn't want to make another video, but since someone is still trying to drag my name through the mud, let's finish this once and for all. Here are the full screenshots of the messages between me and Liam, the one she flipped out over. You'll notice there's zero flirting, just birthday planning. Here's the video from the party where she threw my phone into a pool in front of everyone. Here's proof she later admitted she was wrong and cried outside my house. And here, this is from her Finsta account, where she recently posted a secret photo of me with a caption threatening to expose me again. So if you're still confused about who the real villain is in this story, I'll let you decide. Then I ended it with, I don't need to ruin anyone. I just want the truth out there. Because if this happened to me, it could happen to anyone. And I hit post. I expected it to get attention, but I didn't expect it to explode. In less than 2 hours, the video had 10,000 views. People were sharing it, stitching it, commenting nonstop. This is why I don't trust girls like Madison. She literally made herself the victim after being proven wrong. The fact she threatened her again after apologizing is wild. Girl, we stand with you. My inbox filled with stories from other girls who'd gone through the same thing, who were accused, shamed, lied about by insecure friends. People started unfollowing Madison in droves. Some even reposted clips of her old TikToks with captions like, "This aged like milk." And as for Madison, she deactivated her main account, then her Finsta, then disappeared. Just like that. A week went by. No texts, no knocks at the door, no fake apologies, just silence. School felt lighter. I could walk into a room without people whispering. I could sit at lunch without side eyes. Liam came up to me one day and said, "I'm really sorry you went through all that. She fooled a lot of us." I told him it was fine, because it was. I didn't care about him. I didn't care about getting revenge. I just wanted peace. And finally, I had it. Now, months later, I still get messages about what happened. People thanking me for speaking up, for standing up for myself, for showing what real gaslighting and fake friendship looks like. Sometimes I still get nervous posting online. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd stayed quiet. But I don't regret anything. Because for once, I didn't just let someone destroy my name. I stood up. I told the truth. And I let the facts speak louder than the lies. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like mine, where someone you trust suddenly turns on you, spreads rumors, plays the victim, don't let them control the narrative. You know your truth. Say it. She tried to ruin me with a lie, but I ruined her with the truth, and I don't regret a single second of it.